You don't have to do this.
You know I do.
You know I can't be with a 4-star.
Killing someone with the Quad Derringer is kind of like forcing someone you love into a video made for dozens of people. You can do it, you'll probably embarrass who you do it to, and at the end of it all, most people are just going to wonder, why? But you aren't using the Derringer because it is practical. You try to get kills with the Derringer because you love it, and you know in your heart of hearts it has potential on the big screen. Is this metaphor confusing yet? The Quad Derringer costs $30 and takes up one tool slot. It does 74 damage to the chest within 10 meters, and that drops off steeply beyond that. It can be a one-shot headshot kill out to 60 meters, which is great, but that's probably not how you'll use it. The Quad Derringer has two variants. The first variant is when people carry it in one of the first 3 tool slots. That variant should be avoided and shunned. The second variant is the proper 4th slot use. The Derringer can benefit from one trait, Frontiersman, which will allow you to carry 4 additional bullets, bringing the total from 16 to 20. Okay, to really understand the Quad Derringer, you need to know how to use it. Now, to make the Derringer effective, you'll have to train yourself. That means you need to, 1, remember you are carrying it, and 2, be able to pull it out at the right time. So, for PC users specifically, always put the Derringer in the same slot and have a key bound to your chosen slot. I have an apostrophe key on my mouse, long story, and that is my dedicated 4th slot tool button. If you are sitting there scrolling trying to get the Derringer out, it's probably too late and you are dead. And just as an additional tip, maybe don't bring a secondary for a little bit. It'll save you money while you learn and die, and force you to rely on the Derringer. The Derringer can be a one-shot kill to the head, but most of us aren't clicking heads like that, especially with a 130 meter per second muzzle velocity. If you want to use it reliably, you need to do significant damage to your target first, then follow up with a Derringer shot. So, take a long ammo rifle, like the Sparks, the Martini, the Mosin, whatever, land a chest shot, and switch to your Derringer. This is why you need that dedicated button. You'll be able to swap much faster, and the Derringer is completely spammable too, so if you land that long ammo shot, feel free to unload all 4 shots. And as you use it more, you'll start to notice its strengths and weaknesses. But for the lazy, I have made a quick pros and cons list. So, like a person addicted to true crime, let's do the cons. The Derringer does low torso damage. In most situations, it will be a 4-shot kill if you are using it alone, and don't be surprised if things get real primal when that doesn't work. Another con for the Derringer is looting. If you loot a body or a toolbox after a gunfight, there's a good chance you'll get Derringer ammo instead of health or an offensive throwable. Bringing the Derringer means you might be less equipped for secondary engagements. In addition to this, you'll probably have the urge to keep the Derringer topped off with all 4 shots ready. But if you fire a bullet at a hive or something, when you reload, you lose any unspent ammo. These two mechanics go hand in hand, so keep that in mind. But don't let me discourage you. Like every script I write, the Derringer has great pros too. The Derringer is excellent for dealing with AI enemies. You can one-tap most basic enemies with a headshot, kill hard-to-reach hives, thin out a pack of dogs, and, whatever. This also means when you are pushing toward enemy hunters, you can use this utility to clear a path without having to unready your primary and secondary guns. The Derringer is also good at doing damage to bosses. Each bullet can chip away a chunk of health, which can often be just enough to finish the job. The Derringer is effective for event items too. If you see a scarecrow in the distance, take the shot. It's good practice and a lot of fun using the slow bullets.
Kill shot.
And most importantly, it's just embarrassing to be killed by the Derringer. So if you want to embarrass people, this guide will allow you to do just that.
With the Derringer.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yeah!
Now, if you'll excuse me, with the lessons learned here, I will go tell my lady we can still be together.
So you don't have to do this.
You know I do, though. I do.
All you know I can't be the 4-star. So, let me try again.